Butterfly, city lights, got your favorite dress on. Moonlight, let's get it right. Skin tight, oh baby. Moonlight, skin tight, oh yeah. On the ride of the sunroof down. Butterfly, city lights, got your favorite dress on. Moonlight, let's get it right. Butterfly, skin tight, butterfly, skin tight.
Welcome back. We are glad to have you back here on Rum Magazine TV for real, and start the new year off with all of the new partnerships and things of that nature. So you can kind of take it from there and let us know how things going with you and with the new independent artist movement you got going on.
Okay, yeah. Starting, and I've been having meetings all day, so you're like the third one trying to. But this is like I was explaining to a person earlier. What I want to see us do this year and in real time, to where others are able to see, is Black people working together, not just this movement over here and this movement's over here and that movement's out in Cali, this movement's in Texas.
Right.
No, we got this movement that is networking with this movement, that is connected with this movement, and they're working together. So I'm doing an independent artist thing. You have the television. Gentleman I spoke to earlier, he's got the radio station. See how this all interconnects?
Yeah.
And so he's going to do his part on one level, you're doing your part on another, I'm doing my part. And so now, as long as we can all work together, and that's what I want to promote and push this year, as much as the independent artist movement. What I'm doing with the independent artist movement is I'm creating a space where it's competition, best of the best. I want the 5 best artists from each city. I want them to send in their demos, submit 1 minute long link videos, and our team is going to judge. We want the best of the best. When we pick 5 from each city, those 5 now are a team. They're going to be teams, and they're going to go, because this is competition, they're going to compete against another city. So the first one we have up starting in June is going to be Orlando versus Atlanta. And Orlando's going to have home field advantage. So Atlanta's going to check the 5 artists from Atlanta, they're going to travel down here to Orlando. And they're going to put out their best. They're going to, each individual artist from their group is going to do, put out their best work, their best performance. What we're looking for is performance, your stage presence, material, how much thought you put into actually creating a good song or some songs, delivery, how you deliver it, your stage presence, things like that. And so these are all the things that are going to be judged on, and each city is going to have their time to perform. And then the judges will pick, and then we'll have a round where we allow the audience. Hey, do you agree with the judges? Do you agree with how this outcome came? So what it's doing is it's creating. I want to create a niche where it's competition, but it's getting independent artists exposure. I don't want any name brand artists with this. Right. If they want to come on as a sponsor, yeah, we can do that. If they want to come on maybe potentially as a judge, we can do that. But we are not promoting, because they already got theirs. They're making right. If they're being promoted on television, if they're being promoted by a record label, if they're doing what they used to do back in the day, MTV Homes and all of that, where you walk through their mansions, You already got it.
Right.
We need the brothers and sisters down here on ground zero who are
Right.
doing it for the love of the art, and they haven't gotten the recognition they deserve. And so what the artist is going to get out of this is they're going to get, recognition. They're representing their state. They're going to get a chance to be recognized and have videos for their resume as they move forward. So these will be, you can say you were part of Bars Beyond Borders, which is the name of the independent organization, the name of the independent movement. You can say that you were a part of this, and you'll have the video footage to show. The artists, once those 5 artists are chosen, it's a $20 pay-in. Right now it's 20. It's going to move up to 25. But right now it's a $20 pay-in for each artist. And then we do the performance. When you think about it, I have to get the venue. I have to, get the judges. These things are going to cost money on our part. So, $20 for an artist to pay in to get this level of exposure, that's small. But when you're doing what you love to do, we want to expose great talent, because I'm tired of us talking about the same people all the time. Beyonce, Jay, Kanye, this person. No, let's talk about what about Sonya over here? What about Tariq, who does great spoken word poetry that we've never heard of, but he's a dope ass artist. What about Sherelle over here? She's the next Tina Turner, but nobody has seen her because she didn't get that break. Because unless you bending over, spreading your cheeks, the record industry ain't really messing with you. No, you don't have to bend over and spread your cheeks here. We want to expose you and let the world see how dope you are. And so,
Pause. Pause, because this is the purpose and the creation of Raw Magazine TV. Everything you said, I was not gonna let you stop, because I wanted to record to say exactly what I've been saying and why this network was created in the first place. I am number one, a product of the nose. You can't be a journalist and a reporter. Your skin too dark, your nose too wide, your hair too nappy. Unless you conform, then or spread the cheeks and work your way up the ladder. I curbed all of that and said, I want my own network, and I'm going to showcase those that are unseen, unheard, and I'm doing it for the love, because on the initial end, this was prior to, meaning when I say for the love, I was the one going out shooting people videos when they perform and not charging them. I've been on the ground, boots on the ground with artists for a long time. That's why I have footage with DJ Cool Herc exclusive, sitting on the steps of the Southside Community Art Center, one of the most historical art centers that exists for artists like Gwendolyn Brooks and da 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 da. The list goes on. I'm that sister behind the camera and brought other students from Columbia College in to experience interviewing what they say is so-called a top-notch celebrity, one of the founders of hip-hop, in a sense that he dropped so many jewels on there, and I'm an adult student coming out of Columbia. So everything you said is the reason and the purpose and the essence of Raw Magazine TV. A lot of people ask what your logo stand for. It's the Egyptian. You want that separation. You want people, the Hebrews, hollering about you can't have the third eye and this and that, and that's the Egyptian. So a lot of the religious sects have been against me and us coming up with this, because as you know, they have their own networks. But if you ain't on there preaching about the Hebrew gospel or the Muslim gospel, you're not on their network. So that knocks out a lot of the independent and diversity that's going to come through those pipelines. So here we are. I've been moving along the train, and watching people knock it down and saying this and that. But here we are. We better than we've been, and we have the network now, so we resolved that issue. Hey, we don't have a network where we can showcase and shine. But now the problem is artists don't really want to invest in themselves. We got the pipelines, like you said. We got the internet radio networks where we can get their things played. We got this television program where we want the best of the best. That's why you're on the platform. There's 1,000 people out there, but we selected. That's why I mean about curating putting history inside of videos on demand, so we can catch them with some of the worldly things that are popular, trending, possibly, if I feel like the urge to put it in just to hook them in. Right. But then when they come on there, they're seeing artists like yourself. They seeing the other artists that we've curated to say they represent the best of the best. That's where the whole project for the independent artists 50 years comes in at. That means we need a tsunami wave of content coming in to to represent. So y'all dealing with 5 from the city, but if you partnership adding on this promotion, now you're even widening up the gates on how many can also get the opportunity to be on the big screen TV. It's just like how they say about these we definitely want to get Tubi out of the equation for providing free content. If that's the only option that people have for providing free content, we already bad with the music. Now add this visual on where the opening scene is shoot your kid, shoot the woman,
it's a total
all the women being exactly what you mentioned. It's just sex objects. Every scene is in a strip club. All the characters that producers want to put out and showcase. The pimp, the drug dealer. Yes. So we have to combat it on all levels.
Yep, Tubi is just like the music. They come in, they promoting a movie. One of their promotions, how they show this movie is how this pregnant woman knock on the door, and dude say, "What you doing here?" And she say, "I'm pregnant," rubbing her stomach. And the first thing he do is pull out a pistol and shoot her. And that's how they promote this. So it's just it's funny, but it ain't funny. But that's where the insensitivity come in at. And people, we got a lot of monkey see, monkey do's out there. Basically. Yeah. That's just from time to time the history has been telling that.
And that's why I said the artists have to invest in themselves. Some artists want all of this and don't think that they're gonna have to spend even the $20 you saying. And the membership on Raw Magazine for a year, you're gonna have that unlimited access to market and promotion and advertise your business or your creative works for $35.99 a year. It's like that's when they want to go the other way. So this year is the year of we gotta have, like you said, everything on the front end paid for the fees of what we already know the magnitude of what these artists are gonna get. It's not just put you on. They have to earn these spots to be put on. You know what I'm saying?
Teddy line, got your favorite dress on. Moonlight, let's get it right. Skin tight, oh baby. Moonlight, skin tight, oh baby. Wanna ride up the sunroof down, butterfly, city lights. Got your favorite dress on. Moonlight, let's get it right. Butterfly, skin tight, butterfly, skin tight.
And that's why
investments.
Absolutely, and that's why we want the best of the best, and that's why we want to support those that support us. I mean, the support has to
Mm-hmm.
be at some point. We as a people have to start investing in movements that are going to benefit us.
Right.
Um, Tubi, you mentioned Tubi, and what's interesting about Tubi is that once they got to a certain level,
Yeah.
because you used to be able to just upload anything to Tubi.
Right.
I can't even put my documentary on Tubi now
Mm.
because now they sent out a memo back in 2024 saying, no, these are requirements. Basically what they were saying in layman's terms is, okay, the Negroes got us to where we need to be now.
Right.
Now here's the requirements. You can no longer do this. You can no longer do this. Because we built them,
Right.
and this is the thanks we get for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now F you. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's why I'm over here talking with you all, and I thank you again for the promotion that you do on my behalf. I thank you for again for taking your time out to push this station like you do. I know that it takes a lot of time, dedication, hours,
Yeah.
that you are putting into running a station, running a TV format type of situation. And
Right.
so that needs to be supported. I'm going to support as much as I can. I would love to, where we can have our segments, because
Yes.
these are going to be filmed. We would
Yes.
love to be able to, push them over here.
Right.
I will say there's going to have to be a faster scheme because I sent you a video last night, um, and it took like 4.5, almost 5 hours to upload, and it was just 3.5 minutes. And
Right.
so, as we just have to, on my end, I have to find better ways to, move faster with the technology. But
Yeah.
this, and I also want us to be in a mindset this year because a lot of times we get in that mindset with one another. You
Mm-hmm.
mentioned the cost per year and all the things that you get. That shouldn't be a problem because we don't have a problem going to give it to Netflix,
Yes.
Right.
and we don't get no promotion on there.
Right.
All we can do is watch on there. We don't have a
Exactly.
problem going to give our money to these other, but whenever it's one of us,
Oh
it
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
becomes
There
an
you go.
issue. It becomes we have to ask a whole bunch of questions now,
Right.
and and
Gotta know
so we
everything.
have to get out of that lack mindset.
Right.
And I want us to focus on that this year. Like there is no lack,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
especially if we're working together. There is no lack. It's
Right.
plentiful out here. That's why I
Yeah.
don't want to push any celebrity artists. There's
Right.
no need to.
Right.
There, why? Why do we have to push celebrity artists? There's enough independent artists out here.
Right.
Just like there's enough wealth and resources on the planet for everybody to eat. It's
Right.
Right.
only the selfish ones who want to take and hoard. But
Right.
once we realize that we can all be living very well
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and get out of that mindset of struggle, I don't even use that word
Me
Right.
neither.
because it's not part of my reality, and I'm never going to make it that. So
Right.
Mm-hmm.
so I'm saying this on your platform, brothers and sisters that follow me, you need to support. You
Right.
need to
Mm-hmm.
come over here and support. You support everything else.
Yeah.
So why not give this sister, this God, a chance? Why
Right.
not come over here if you have a business and for 30 some dollars a year, you can promote that business, you can push, you can and bring people with you.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bring people with you. Some of y'all is quick to bring somebody else to the cookout.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
come to the cookout and bring a couple of our people with you.
Right. Right. We got work to do. We doing it. You know that's the purpose of getting very professional with the website. It is
Oh yeah.
broadcasting HD 4K clear.
Yeah.
You ain't getting
Six,
no lot of
seven.
buffering. You got the buttons to register. Everything
Mm-hmm.
is all licensed and secured. Just like every other site. but I don't pay attention to the who's not. I'm focused on all of the who is, and we're gonna keep pressing and moving forward. I know you have plentiful videos that, like you said, our only process is moving them faster, but not. This will be on the off-camera discussion in our meetings on the additional steps to do that. I do have those guides, but we have to come together as a team collectively and get that box going. It's a transfer called We Transfer system. So,
Yeah.
we all learning to get, as you said, the new technologies going, but we here for it, and we own today.
Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
You
couple of
know,
methods. Got a couple of methods we can use to transfer some data. Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Well, yeah. Let's definitely talk about that offline because I can definitely get you. I can get you some data over there.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get you some stuff over. I
Yeah.
just, I don't. We'll talk about that offline.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
We're gonna be out
Yeah.
because, like I said, and we have the storage with the platform for the storage to really have an
Yeah.
awesome catalog going. We already have a great catalog going now, but even the
I
method
see
of,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
we
That's
got
about half of what we got.
exactly.
We haven't put it all up yet.
We're
Yeah.
interested in
Okay.
starting to get some interns on board as well. So we're providing different opportunities, some with pay, some without, as for the experience and the resume building for the interns in this arena. So we'll definitely be in touch so we can put the pen to the paper and get all our ducks in a row. What month are the events though? In the planning, because I know it's still in the planning. I know we will be a good partner in live streaming it. We'll live stream it.
hmm we're looking at the first event is going to be, and that could change. I know we're doing for sure Orlando versus Atlanta in June, and that's
Okay.
going to be in Orlando. We're also possibly looking at a Philly New York situation in April May. So I have to get a little bit more insight on that.
Right.
Um, there's going to be, and again, and we're looking for sponsors as well. Like
Right.
this can be as big as we want it. This is for the independent artists,
Right.
but we also have to understand that from my standpoint, and I'm running it, and I do have some help. I do have a little team that's building, but this is coming out of our personal money.
Right.
This is how much we believe in it. And so
Right.
when you think about America's Got Talent,
Right.
uh, a situation like that, and it looks good because we're seeing it from our standpoint. But we have to understand that a situation like that, America's Got Talent, that talent that we see on the stage, they had to pay to get there. They had to pay for their hotel. They had to pay for their food. The only time that they probably didn't pay is when they hit the main stage.
Right.
That's when they got accommodations, but they paid for everything.
Up until
And
then.
and it and
Right.
it and it makes sense that they paid for everything because this is an investment in yourself. How
Right.
much do you believe in you?
Right.
Right.
See,
Right.
see, I don't have any problem on this coming out of my pocket because
Right.
I'm willing to bet it all on me. I'm willing to bet the house on me every time.
Right.
Right.
Same as
So
same here.
That's it.
Yeah. Same here.
That's
and
it.
and, and and it's showing because I'm on your show right now. So
Yeah.
it shows that you're willing to bet the house on you. So what we're
Right.
saying is the artists, you have to be willing to bet the house on you. Those are the five artists. It's going to be five against five.
Right.
Those 10 artists, those 10 artists, those are the 10 that I'm saying, yo, they're willing to bet it all on them at all costs. Their performance is great. They put
Exactly.
on a stellar show. They
Right.
absolutely need to be on a bigger stage. They absolutely are worthy of sharing a stage with your top celebrities that you look
Right.
at every day. And
Right.
so I want you all to be a part of that. I definitely want
Question.
you
One.
all, if
One.
there's,
Wait. Wait. Before you get out of here, I gotta say this. Remember when
yes.
the whole scandemic, pandemic went on?
Yeah.
Remember that whole
Yeah.
thing? Okay. Remember how hard artists were hit, and
Yeah.
only those that had the technology were able to still exist through this system, pay per view, or they were doing a lot of appearances from their home studios.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not
Right.
count that aspect out moving forward with how we are submitting, because our platform just like this will allow them to do live performances inside their studios or home studios or whatever, but they do have to have the professionalism to them. We do have,
Mm-hmm.
we don't want to see crying babies and hollering. We talking about real performers, because that aspect saved music in the arts at the time that this pandemic
Mm-hmm.
thing went on. People had to perform like this.
Yep.
And it brought a more intimacy. DJs, they was out of the, just like churches got closed out.
Mm-hmm.
Pastors couldn't pass that plate. Folks was losing them. That's why a lot of the churches closed. They couldn't keep the bills paid.
Right.
So DJs was at home on the turntables. They took shit back to
A
how
lot of
it
stuff come.
started. Um,
Yeah, a lot
so
of
this
stuff
is an
come.
aspect and an avenue for that. Artists can give an intimate live performance, and they have the capability to do it pay per view or free on our platform. I just wanted to put that out there.
Butterfly, teddy lie, got your favorite dress on. Moonlight, let's get it right. Skin tight, oh baby. Moonlight, skin tight, oh baby. Wanna ride up the sunroof down. Butterfly, city lights, got your favorite dress on. Moonlight, let's get it right. Butterfly, skin tight, butterfly, skin tight.
Well, and no, you're right. I mean, out of that pandemic, we got verses. We got the verses,
Mm-hmm.
and that became very popular. As a matter of fact, as far as I know, it's still going on,
Yeah, it
and
is.
so that's just one aspect of where they said, hey, and that's the ingenuity of us as a people. We never get boxed in, because every time we get boxed in, that's where we come with our best ideas. So it's like they try to
Exactly.
block us into something. I think you had more entrepreneurs now
Yeah.
since the pandemic, because people
Yep.
were forced. Okay, I got to make moves. I got to do this.
Right.
And
I
Right.
it
gotta
brought
figure this
out the
out.
best. It brought
Mm-hmm.
out some of the. Now you always got that other element, but for the most part, it started to bring out the best in people, because
Yep.
now you have to use your mind to think.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
This is going to bring out the best, because now your city your state is getting involved with you. Right now, we're on city. Orlando versus Atlanta.
Right.
We haven't even reached state yet, Georgia versus Florida. We
Right.
haven't reached state yet, Pennsylvania versus New York.
Right.
We're on cities right now. And
Right.
so as we grow with this, and as you grow with us and we
Right.
grow with you, and as
Right.
your platform grows because you're continuing to put out great content,
Right.
then, and this is another aspect that
I
I don't
won't
want
forget
people
the
to run
people.
from. Yeah, no, this is another aspect that I don't want people to run from. There's
Okay.
nothing wrong with you getting paid for what you do.
Oh yeah.
We
Right.
got to stop that. We got to
Yes.
stop
Mm-hmm.
that. You have to be broke, a broke artist. No, you're worthy of getting paid for your craft. If
Thank
you're
you.
walking in your purpose,
Yes.
if the universe, you can call it God, universe,
Yeah.
ancestors, if they put you here to find your purpose, and
Right.
you're walking in that purpose, you
Mm-hmm.
deserve to walk in that purpose and live a fruitful journey in the process. And
Right.
that has nothing to do with being broke.
Yeah.
And so I want the artist to get paid. I want you all to get paid. It looks like you doing what you love to do.
Yes.
And there's nothing more refreshing than people that love to do, because then it's no
Hey,
longer work.
right,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
that's true.
And so we love you for that. We
Thank you.
love you for the fact that you started this, because if it wasn't here, all you're hearing is people complaining about, oh, we don't have this, we don't have, well, you do now.
Right.
So
Right.
now what's the excuse?
Right.
Oh, well, we ain't got this. Well, what about the independent art? Okay, well, I created something for that. Now what's the excuse? Well,
Right.
we don't have no radio station. Well, you got Venjas and you got genuine live radio. Now what's the excuse?
Right.
Oh, well, they ain't stop crying. I don't even want to hear it no more, because look, we have these outlets. Now it's time to utilize them.
Hmm.
Yep.
It's
And
time to
just for
utilize
the
them.
record, everybody, in my blue cup is blueberry juice in lime. Keeping
There
the
you go.
immune
There you
system
go.
up. Just in case they wondering, I'm not sipping. I ain't with the dry January stuff, but I'm more on a health build my immune. These folks is carrying a lot of things out here, and I had a
Yeah.
slight infections from the dust down here. Is
Oh yeah.
dusty Texas.
Mm,
Oh
Very
Lord.
dust.
So I get
Yeah.
these
mm.
sinus infections, and it went into my eyes. So I'm battling that and still here. I'm like,
Hmm.
on top of it. This is not gonna stop nothing. I'm a
That's right.
warrior.
That's right.
But
Well,
it's
again, I thank
been
you for having me, Goddess,
refreshing.
and
It's
Man,
refreshing,
glad to have you.
refreshing. We glad to have you.
Hmm.
We've been becking at you, keeping you close by, letting you
Man,
know,
what?
hey, we gonna keep on moving along with you.
Man, what? You're a breath of fresh air for real.
Yeah,
For
speaking
real.
truth.
thank you.
Speaking truth.
I appreciate that. I
Speaking truth
appreciate
to
that.
power. That's the
Yes.
difference. See, you speak
Yeah.
truth to
Yes.
power, not to cower.
That's
Period.
it.
Point blank.
I like that.
Facts. I love that. I love that. And yeah, and so if people want to make sure you're tapping in with the pages, my Yarima Karama page on Facebook,
Right.
TikTok, IG is Yarima.Karama on IG, but also Bars Beyond Borders.
Hmm.
Check that page out on Facebook, Bars Beyond Borders.
When we
All
gonna
right.
get the
And
movie, sir?
uh, that's are you talking about the documentary or?
Yes, the documentary.
Well, if it took 3.5 hours or 4.5 hours to upload a three and a half minute clip, that documentary, it might. I mean, we can get it to you. Um, I do have a partner on that who actually lives in Houston,
Okay.
Hmm.
so that would definitely have to be a pay-per-view thing. There would definitely have
Okay.
to be a charge
What's
for
Okay.
up?
that.
Let's
Yeah.
let's
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can set that up.
we can do a private off camera meeting about that
Absolutely.
and
Hmm.
set that up because
Yeah.
I'm really want to see that. I'm gonna actually go on your page and do watch that. So give us the link again to go and watch it because I'm gonna go
Hmm.
and support that and watch that today for myself, and then I'll
Hmm.
be more familiar when I meet the affiliate with you on that, so that we can premiere it on our network. And
Yeah.
I'll be looking for a couple of locations that are like it's called the Bathhouse here, community center,
Okay.
and
Hmm.
they have a lovely theater, big screen and
Okay.
seats maybe like 75 to 100 people, and we can host it like something there, schedule that. And then
Hmm.
also we've got
Ooh.
the 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 African American Art Museum. They
Okay.
have a
Yeah.
theater, big screen,
Okay.
and
Hmm.
they have we can reserve space there. And those would be smaller fees, if any, because there's one or two things. If we host it under your non for profit, then it probably won't be any fee for reserving the space.
Hmm.
See, I
Okay.
will act as a liaison on your
Hmm.
behalf, booking that, meaning I'm putting boots to the ground to go reserve it, and will be there to host it, where we can bring you in live as a guest after the viewing to answer any Q&A.
I look. Let me know what you need. I got the my EIN, all of that information. Um,
But
and
that's if you would like me to do that. I'm just throwing that out there on what we could do with the film other than just hear a pay-per-view. We can go to those two venues and do something even broader in the community with it.
Yeah.
No, I'm with it. Like I said, let me know. I got the EIN. My nonprofit is legit. We can
Pay
do that.
scenes.
That would actually be awesome. I would love that. I
Yeah.
would even try to get down there for that myself,
Yeah.
Okay.
to
Make a
see
lot
that
of money
happen.
off that.
But for you and Gregory,
Yeah.
I'll send you the Patreon link a
Mm.
little bit later,
Yeah.
and
Right.
we'll start figuring out. Like, we'll talk offline, but I'll figure out how to get
Okay.
it to you,
Right.
Sounds
get it
good.
over to you, and
Okay.
then we can go from there. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So peace and blessings until next time. It has been a pleasure, Mr. Yarima Karama, as a special
Thank you.
guest here on Raw Magazine TV. Look who's talking, y'all. Until next time, peace.
All right, God.
Peace. Peace.
Peace.
Martial Law Productions.
Oh, yeah. Some stories they never get told. There's souls that come to this earth. They nourish us with their presence and their essence. They do. They give us what they came to give us, and then they quietly leave. Their stories don't always get told. They don't. But let me tell one in particular. Esther. Yeah. It had to be tough being alone, having your son at 19. Single black mother in the 70s, frightened me. Baby's father was a builder but a liar. Good dude, but the definition of a womanizer. Your father was a reverend, I call it pulpit pimping. You was the 9th child out of 17 children. Your mother, the matriarch, held the family steady while your father preached the gospel, committing infidelities. Abandoned you, gave you no support. Instead of having a baby out of wedlock, he said abort. But you didn't, you knew the assignment. You knew you were my life portal, how spirit designed it. Aries woman, you stood on business, dealt with consequences, good on decisions. Came from poverty, but that didn't stop you. Spirit used you to get me here, that's how I got through.
Esther, you are, Esther, you are my world. Esther, you are, Esther, you are my world.
Let's see, you were a model, a nurse, a cashier, a waitress. Smart enough to open up doors to different places. Only problem was jealous men. The only man you ever married didn't want to see you win. Always made it about him. Every time you tried to shine your light, he made it dim. No Queen and Slim, more like Ike and Tina. You could've played pro tennis like Serena, or maybe Venus in her prime. Instead, you played in tournaments with black eyes. I watched you beat gallstones and skin cancer. People at the door, you embarrassed, you didn't answer. You bossed up, cleaned up, got your face back. No matter what he did, your beauty, he couldn't erase that. You stayed cause of loyalty and Christian teaching. Spirit wanted you to leave, but you didn't hear it speaking.
Esther, you are, Esther, you are my world. Esther, you are, Esther, you are my world.
Your bounce back was better than amazing. You had a knack for accomplishing what you was chasing. You started businesses, he started hating. Pretended like he was supporting, but he was faking. God as you are, you always kept it classy. As your son, the hurt looks didn't get past me. You kept going, 10 toes down. No frowns, all smiles, never made a sound. When you left it was a wrap. No handshake, no dap. Packed all your stuff and that's that. Didn't look back, never again would he hurt you. You said F him or anything that didn't serve you. You gave so much, but so much was taken. All the years that you lost, you felt like breaking. But you're free now, you're my protection. Esther, you're my spirit guide, still my blessing.
Esther, you are. Esther, you are my world. Esther, you are. Esther, you are
Teddy life, got your favorite dress on. Alright, let's get it right. Skin tight, oh baby. Moonlight, skin tight, oh baby. Wanna ride up the sunroof down, butterfly, city lights. Got your favorite dress on. Moonlight, let's get it right. Butterfly, skin tight.